Thank you for stopping by and tuning in to our worship experience on today. And I know that today is going to give you something that's going to transform you. And I just want to say happy Mother's Day to all of the beautiful moms. And when you're watching this, you're going to want to take some notes because today's message is really going to transform your life. So as you're watching, we want you to comment in the chat. We want you to tag someone, share this with someone and get them here. But we want you to give us some amens. Yes. So that's what your chats will do. That's our amen corner. But more than anything, we want you to be blessed by this upcoming experience. Enjoy.
We serve a mighty God. Come on. Water you turned into wine. Open the eyes of the blind. There's no one like you. None like you. Oh, and into the darkness we shine. Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you. None like you. Our God is greater, say.
Our God is greater.
Stronger.
Our God is stronger.
God, you are higher.
You are higher than any.
Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God is greater, say. He is stronger. God, you are higher. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Come on, get on your feet with me and say this part. And if our God is for us, then who can never stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can save? And if our God, then who can ever stop us? No one can block me. What can save? And if our God, no one can block me. Nothing can stop me. No one can save. And if our God is for, He's more than the world against me. More than the world. What can stand? He's more than the world against me. What can stand against me?
What can stand against me?
Oh, how many know nothing can stand? Nobody like our God. Nobody like our God.
What can stand against?
Nobody can stand against my God. Oh, there's no God like Jehovah. 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 There's no God. There's no God.
There's no God like Jehovah.
No one can stand.
There's no God like Jehovah.
No one can heal.
No God like Jehovah.
No one can deliver.
There's no God like Jehovah.
Who makes ways
There's no God like Jehovah.
better than my
There's no
God?
God like Jehovah.
He who heals bodies
There's no God like Jehovah.
like my
There's
God.
no God like Jehovah.
Who opens doors
God like Jehovah.
like my God.
No God like
Because
Jehovah.
promotion comes
God like Jehovah.
from only God.
No God like
There's no God like
There's no God like Jehovah.
nobody.
There's no God like Jehovah.
Nobody
There's
nowhere
no God like Jehovah.
who can
There's
find.
no God like Jehovah.
I have searched all the world. I have searched all the world. Still couldn't find nobody. Still couldn't find nobody. There's no God like. I've tried. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. And His mercy. I said His mercy. I said His mercy. Yeah. Great is our God. Sing with me how great is our God. Oh, we'll see how great How great is our God. Everybody say yeah. Say how great is our God. Sing with me, how great is our God. I will see how great is our God. Everybody say yeah. Hey, say you're the name.
above all names.
You are worthy of our praise. With every piece of my heart, how great is our God. Y'all should know it by now. Hey, everybody say yeah. One more time. Say you're the name.
above all names.
You are worthy of my praise. And my heart will sing.
How great
Hey, he really is a great God.
is the great God. He really is a great God.
He really, really is a great God.
He is a great God. He really is a great God.
He really, really is a strong God.
He really is a great God. He really is a great God.
Strong tower God.
He is a great God. He really is a great God.
Redeemer God.
He really is a great God. He really is a great God.
He keeps making ways. He keeps opening doors. He keeps sparing your life. He keeps waking you up. He really is a great God.
He really is a great God. He really is a great God.
That's who you are. That's who you are. Hey,
That's who you are.
you are strong.
That's who you are.
You are mighty.
Who you are.
You're a strong tower.
Who you are.
You're a deliverer.
Who you are.
You're a way maker.
Who you are.
You're a sustainer.
Who you are.
You sustain my mind.
Who you are.
You sustain my body.
That's who you are.
You sustain my money.
That's who you are.
You provided for me.
That's who you are.
Never have I gone without it.
That's who you are.
Never have I gone without it. Never have I gone without it.
That's who you are.
That's who you are.
That's who you are.
I believe, my God.
That's who you are.
Think it's not strange
Who you are.
when these things happen.
That's who you are.
But God is a healer.
Who you are.
God is a healer.
That's who you are.
God is a healer.
That's who you are.
God is a healer.
That's who you are.
I don't think y'all understand when I say God is a healer. Everybody say yeah. When God is a healer, no matter what the prognosis of the doctor is saying, you can still believe that he says you are healed. By his stripes, you are healed. Everybody say yeah. If I say something that you agree with, I want you to say yeah. You understand? So, he's a healer, yeah. He's a deliverer, yeah. Way maker, yeah. Strong tower, yeah. Strong tower, yeah. Provider, yeah. Provider, yeah. My healer, yeah. My father, yeah. My mother, yeah. Say yes, say yeah. Say yes, say yeah.
Revelations 3:17, it says, you say, I am rich, I have acquired wealth, and do not need a thing. But you do not realize that you are wretched, pitiful, poor, blind, and naked. You can have the world at your feet and still fall apart on the inside. Too many believers, too many kingdom believers are following and using the wrong blueprint, measuring by the wrong stick, and following the wrong path. Many of us today, many believers today have a false sense of security, and Apostle has us in a series called Broken Heart. And that's B-R-O-K-E with the N. And that's what he's trying to say is that many are broke in heart. And where we want to define here today is dressed up poverty. So our theme today is dressed up poverty. And so here we have many in the kingdom have a false sense of security. And in this particular passage in Revelations, the Laodicean church, they falsely believed in their riches. They falsely believed that they were prosperous, and they thought that they were self-sufficient. Say self-sufficient. They thought that they could do the things that they were doing in and of themselves. They gave God no credit. Say no credit. So they didn't even think about him. They really began to lean into their own selves for all that they had. And unfortunately, that's many today. Many today believe that success comes by how many connections they can make. Many today believe that as long as they could just get seen on social media, as long as they can just get that one post to go viral, then they will make it. Say not so. So here we have it. I want to talk a little bit, and just walk with me here. You're going to take some good notes today. We want to talk a little bit about spiritual poverty. Say spiritual poverty. Spiritual poverty here in this particular passage, Jesus is speaking through the angel, and he reveals that this church is in a very bad spiritual state. They are wretched. Wretched. I love that word, wretched. My grandmama used to say that. I was like, why you got to talk to us like that? She's like, don't be wretched. But they are wretched. I realized it because she was always reading the Bible. Granny. All right, I'm going to have to call her today. Miserable, poor, and they were blind. And there's nothing worse than to go through life walking and not even realize that you're blind. Many, too many, say too many, are walking through the world today and don't even realize that you're blind. And so, but here's the key thing that we want to focus on here today, say relational wealth. There is a currency in connections. There is a currency in the right connections, say the right connections. So here we have this concept that Apostle always says it, and he has our kids saying it, and we say it all the time. He says, if God wants to bless you, he sends what? And if the devil wants to distract you, he sends what? Yeah, good class. I love it. And so before God gives you a platform, he often sends a person. Before he elevates you, he usually surrounds you with a person. And destiny is never fulfilled in isolation. Did you know that you need a person? And so this is for those of y'all who say things like, I don't need nobody. It's usually women that ends up saying, I'm good by myself. Well, you can't have the connections you need and make the necessary moves that you need to make in the Father without connections. Say, I need connections. So people, say people. People are our greatest resource here on earth. Say people. The very people that you can't stand are a resource. Say people. We need people. Listen to me. And so here's the thing. It does matter. We don't need all people. Say not all of them. Not all of them. Not all of them. Money can open doors, but it's your relationships that determine what rooms you get in. So you may get into the building, but it's relationships that can direct you to the right rooms. So many are thinking, I just need more money, or I just need more influence. I beg to differ, because if you don't start valuing relationships and stop cutting off bridges and stop burning bridges, you will be standing in the building, standing in the door, standing watching everybody else, because you won't know what room to go into. So you need people to direct you to the right room. So you would never discover true wealth if you're willing to trade your divine relationships for temporary rewards. You can gain more flowers and lose the voice of one person that was sent to disciple you. You can get more connections but lose covenant relationships that keep you grounded. Any of you got people in your life that just keep you grounded? Let me tell you how you know this. These are usually the people that are the last people you go to because you really don't want to hear what they got to say, because they going to tell you the truth. Anybody got people like that? If you don't, then you got a bunch of yes people, and I wouldn't trust your circle one bit. it. So if you don't have some people in your circle that can tick you off, if you don't have some people in your circle that can tell you the truth, if you don't have some people in your circle that can say, that relationship you in is not right. If you don't have some people in your circle that says, that's not a good thing what you're doing. If you don't have some people in your circle that says, I thought you said you wanted to get the house. Why are you going to shopping again? If you don't have some people in your life say, tell me the truth. Be careful. Be careful what you just said, because he will send you somebody to tell you the truth. The currency of real wealth is not money. It's healthy connection. I got to say that one more time. The currency of real wealth, say real wealth. It is not money. It's healthy connection. Proverbs 27:17 says, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. This is divine. Hebrews 12:6-11, it says, it talks about how God's disciple and God's discipline is a form of love that refines us. Say, I need his discipline. So I wanted to, when I was thinking here, I was thinking about how the Lord gives us pastors after his heart. Say, after his heart. And so if I'm saying that the discipline of the Father is his way of showing me love, why is it that so many Christians struggle to listen? If I say that I believe that he loves me, why do I struggle when he tells me no? If I say that I believe that he loves me, why do I struggle when he tells me not now? If I believe that he says he loves me, why do I struggle when he says, hush your mouth? Don't say that. I know your flesh wants to. I got to stay right here. Because Apostle and I, we've been having some really great conversations. And between here and Grand Rapids, we've been really having some great conversations. And one of the things that we're highly concerned about is the level of fleshly following, leading, that kingdom believers are falling prey to. Okay. What we're finding is that kingdom believers are being more led by what they feel. And the Bible says that in my flesh, no good thing dwells. So how are we as believers trusting what we feel? And so when we've been talking about this lesson and this idea of relationships, say relationships. I can't have a healthy relationship if I keep allowing my temper to guide my relationship. I can't have a healthy relationship if I keep letting my sexual appetite drive my relationships. Okay. I can't have a healthy relationship if I don't know how to discipline my mouth, to curve my tongue. Y'all can't handle that. Okay. I can't have a healthy relationship if I'm not even able to control my thoughts. Because out of the heart flows the issues of life, and that heart is my thinking. And where the way I think will start to come out in the way I act. And the way I act will start to affect my relationships. But you think it just started by the action, but it started with my thinking. So if I'm not conscious to control my thoughts, listen to me, then I have no control over what I do, but I'm still responsible. So I was listening to I follow a lot of health people. Y'all know I'm huge on health and holistic living, because I believe that we were built. I believe that the Father really, built the earth and built our bodies to do some healing in and of itself. I do. It's just me. And so I do believe that there is power in my thinking. And did you know that there really is electricity? Listen to me. I know this is weird, and y'all like, go read about it. There really is electricity that happens when your mind begins to think on a thought. This idea of manifestation is not a hocus pocus thing. It's not. It's not something that baby girl, just hold on. Just let them raise their hand if they need it. It's not a hocus pocus thought. It's not. This idea of manifestation really started in the Bible first. Say first. Because the Bible says that I can call those things that are not as though they are. Here's the thing. But I can only call it if I can see it first. Yeah. So my thoughts, listen to me, I can think, you really can. I can think my way into some things. Why? Because if my thoughts control my behavior and I think on a thing enough, my actions will begin to follow. This is why the Bible talks about laying your eyes upon a woman that's not your wife. It's not the laying, I don't even know why. It's not the laying of your eyes that's the issue. It's the way my thoughts are going to think when I lay my eyes. And if I lay my eyes too long, the thoughts I think begin to control my actions, because what I think then begins to manifest throughout my limbs. I know it's Mother's Day. Let me get to a Mother's Day message. So there's power of access. Say there's power of access. Access is a privilege. Listen to me. This is why Apostle and I, we refuse to let you play us small. Yeah. But here it's not just about us. You got to know who you are, that you walk into rooms and you refuse to let people play you small. Yeah. You have to now live in such a way that it is a privilege for anybody to have access to you. Okay. So once you abuse the grace of relational access, you may still move forward, but you just gonna move forward without me. Yeah. You may still get to your destination, but you just gonna have to get there without me, baby. So this access, say access. Say my access is privilege. Access to me, it's a privilege. And when you walk away from me, say it's your loss. It's your loss. Listen. You may get another husband, you may get another wife, you may get another boss, but you will not get another me. You're not going to get another me. I know who I am. I know what I bring. I know she ain't going to pray for you like I do. I know he ain't going to cover you like I do. I know that boss ain't going to take care of you like I do. Go ahead. Bye-bye. I know who I am. I know what I bring. I know the way he made me. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I am strong and mighty. And I know that my God got me. Say, bye-bye. So, wisdom is so necessary for your next step. Say wisdom. Wisdom is necessary for your next step. Wisdom is necessary for your healing. And wisdom is necessary for your prophetic insight. Listen to me. Wisdom, say wisdom. I can always tell what kind of wisdom you want by who you go to when you're in trouble. My mentor told me that. She said, V, she said, this was early on in pastoring. We've been pastoring now for almost 24 years. She said, V, She said, don't struggle and toil with people who don't come to you to get your wisdom. She said, you can only pastor those who are in your pasture. And those who are in your pasture will take your wisdom. So if you're not in my pasture, you may be on the field, but I'm not responsible if you're not in my pasture. I can say, hey, sheep, come in the gate, but I'm only responsible for those who are in the gate. But when I see one of mine who were once in my pasture, and they do go out the gate, and I do go and get them, and they resist, I have to let them go. But I'm here, and I'm going to say, don't go. Don't go with that guy. Don't get that loan. Don't do it. Don't go with that girl. Don't buy that car. That's a bad interest rate. All I can do is tell you. But if you decide to stay outside of my pasture, then my wisdom is only good for who's inside. So I no longer have to hold myself responsible because you're not inside. As long as you're inside the boat, I don't care how stinky it get. There was manure in the boat. There was urine in the boat. There was a whole bunch of mess in the boat. But guess what? They was in the boat. And they was safe in the boat. So everybody in the boat, with their issues, with their drama, with their broken hearts, with their disappointments, everybody on the boat made it. So this is why the enemy, I promise you I got some Mother's Day points. This is why the enemy, his whole goal is to keep you away, to keep you by yourself. Because as long as you're by yourself, there's no covering, and you're left to your own thoughts. And left to your own thoughts, you start to counsel yourself. And if you're counseling yourself, but you're not connected, the only thing you left with is counsel from your flesh. And the Bible just said there's no good thing that dwells in the flesh. So when you're left by yourself and you're counseling with the flesh, no good thing, no good counsel, no good direction is coming to you because you're by yourself. So, your connections matter in this season. I've been praying for discernment because I'm blown away, even in here, people that's connecting with people, and you ain't got no discernment just because they in the building. You didn't connect it and told your all, and you don't discern that they don't have no relationship. Say discernment. My discernment will let me know when something's off. My discernment will let me know when you're counseling me out of your flesh. My discernment will let me know when you're counseling me to you and not to him. Say discernment. When you start saying things, listen, somebody counseling you and they say things like, I feel. That's not the discernment of this house. If somebody starts prophesying to you, I don't care who they are, you tell them, hold your prophecy and go give it to my apostle. Oh, yeah, y'all didn't like that. So all this prophesying, this what the Lord is saying, if you got a word in this house, for anybody in this house, you bring that word to us, and we're going to try the word. Here's what we mean by try the word. We're going to log that word. And if you really be a prophet, we're going to catalog that word, and we're going to wait and see. Does it come to pass? Yeah. All right, say relationships. I didn't even mean to go there. So Proverbs 13 and 20. Walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm. All right, so listen to this. Every kingdom relationship comes with a spiritual deposit. It comes with a deposit of wisdom, vision, connection, and strategy. If you prioritize money over people, you'll plan stuff and lose direction. I'm seeing, I was talking to some of the ladies in Grand Rapids, and I had to correct a young lady because she's getting some very serious promotions. And these promotions are causing her to become a little bit haughty. Don't y'all know how we do, especially us black people, when you don't come from much? I know it's in here too, but that was in Grand Rapids, so I'm gonna stay there. And yeah, and so you know how when you don't come from much and you start to get a little education, you know, because your mother sacrificed. I come from the generation, you know, thank God I can cook, you know, a little bit, but nothing like mama right here. Listen, let me tell you something. Kim mama, don't ever have her cook you nothing, because if she cook you something, you're never going to that restaurant ever again, because once she make fried rice, once she make chicken salad, who make chicken salad so you don't want to buy it nowhere else? You know what I'm saying? But listen, so your mother made a way for you to go do more than what she did. She made sacrifices for you to be able to go get education. Yeah, to get some schooling, Kim, because she was working, and she worked to make sure that you could go to school and have the finest education. Yeah, and so now you on your job and you getting a little promotion. You done got a little promotion, and now you looking down on everybody. You know what I'm saying? Now because you just got promoted to director. Yeah. And now you can tell people, you're not good enough for me. We can't have these conversations. I need to have a conversation with somebody else who's on my level. Yeah, because you're not on my level. Now you're from the hood just like me. We was running down the street together. You done read a few books, got a few degrees, and you mean to tell me we can't have regular conversation? Say that's a problem. So my connections, my relationships matter. And if I ever get too big in my relationships that I start to lose and look down on people, say I've missed it. That is not why the Father gave you that. He gave you this intellectual prowess that you have. He gave you this mind that you have. And he gave you this promotion, say, for his glory. So here's what I love about Mondo. Mondo is so hood. No, listen to me. Mondo is so hood, you wouldn't even know that he is a genius. Mondo can talk to the hood dude. Mondo can talk to the engineer. Mondo can talk to the kid on the street because he's not caught up in the information that he has. So when you start looking down on people, you've missed it. Say, shame on me. That's not why he gave you that. Y'all got me all over the place on this Mother's Day. Relationships are prophetic pathways. Relationships are prophetic pathways. And when we were born and we were placed on this earth, we need human connection. Say, I need human connection. You do. And so relationships are divine tools that God uses to guide, to shape, and to prepare us for our destiny. Say relationships.
So spiritually, our relationships align us to the will of God. Say the right relationships. That's why your discernment matters. Because your relationships matter. Some relationships you was not supposed to date him. That girl you met, you wasn't supposed to do that. You were supposed to show her the Father, not make her call you daddy. So God hides answers in people. He hides answers in people. God hides answers in people. Your healing, your promotion, your breakthrough, it might be in the hands of someone that you done dismissed. Someone that you cut off, someone that you dogged. Listen to me, even how we treat people at restaurants. Listen to me. I do not go out to eat with people who are nasty to the help. You go with me one time, that's your last time. Because how you treat people matters. You have no idea if you're entertaining an angel unaware. You may not believe in angels, but I promise you they real. So God hides answers in people. Prophetic communication, the ministry of prophecy in Scripture, it occurs through relational context. Elisha, he had a mantle, but it took his relationship with Elijah to release it. Listen to me. What if he had destroyed that relationship? So to my mothers in the room, and I'm getting ready to close, because y'all done took me around a roller coaster I was not prepared to go today. Motherhood is divine, says divine. It's a divine part of God's redemptive plan. Women, especially mothers, we serve as prophetic figures. We carry life, we nurture faith, and we transmit divine truth across the generations of our family. So here is the thing as a mother. What are you transferring across the generations of your family? Are you transferring fear? Are you transferring anxiety? Are you transferring of lack? Are you transferring a debt mentality? Notice I said debt mentality. Because if I have a debt mentality, no matter how much money you give me, I'll be broke very soon. So as a mother, what are we passing down? Ask yourself, what am I passing down? Motherhood is divine, and it's a prophetic pathway. But I need us to know what we're transferring over to our youth and what we're transferring to our children and our grandchildren. It matters.
Thank you for watching. I know that you're probably crying. You had to go run and get some tissue, or you was just shouting all over wherever you were. I'm telling you, you're going to want to put this on replay because you have to know that relationships are critical. And we don't want to see you to abort or disconnect from any divine relationships that are meant to set your life up for the better. Yes. So if you are wanting to give to us, you can follow the prompts at the bottom of the screen. But this is an amazing place to give and sow seed into. So we invite you to give on today. But until next week, we want you to have an amazing week and know that relationships matter. You matter. God bless you.